Hello everybody and welcome to Vestnes, Norway for the PCS Open 2025 Final Championship Sunday on the Överås Disc Golf Park. Yeah, she has all the time in the world. Paige has all the glide in the world with the same disc than on hole 1.
Now Paige. There it is. There's that line. It's got to sit
Beautiful.
just outside the bullseye. But she's been able to pull it right. She's been able to push it left.
Christiansen Sten. What a beauty of a shot this is. Now hold on. Stay. That is very good for Sten.
Yeah, as a lefty, you're spinning towards the out of bounds right, so you have to be super confident to hit this shot.
Kristin Latt. A bit low, but on the right path, and it gets a super big bounce on the fairway. She's putting for birdie. Hits the gap perfect.
Yeah, there's that pocket. That is the solid backhand timing.
Salonen. A bit higher, more powerful shot. Similar to Kristin, but this is even closer. This is 4 meters away. This is circle's edge. Very demanding putt. She makes it, Brian. It's a very good stroke from Sten. This is such a cool view down to the fjords. We're gonna throw through the gate of Valhalla, and this needs to come down for Eveliina. Oh, this is looking good. Wow. A bit long, but that is totally fine. Well, that is a nice putt from Eveliina Salonen. She gets the birdie on 5.
Yeah, this is a tough up and down from Kristin. She's still pinched off. She's not going to throw that big panning backhand.
But it might be, Brian, that Kristin is out of bounds. And that means that she might have not crossed inbounds at all.
Yeah, just got word, actually, that she is out of bounds after her third shot. This could be a double bogey.
And if the other players have not yet recognized, this is now the widest possible doorway for them to get strokes off of Kristin.
Yeah, par is going to take 2 shots. This is going to be a 6 for Kristin.
Eveliina will have a tap in par. Now Sten. Also running it.
Go!
She got it! Anniken Christiansen Sten outside circle 2.
Now I think things are starting to get a little tense. Kristin knows that she can't keep playing like this. She can't keep making mistakes like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not her putting taking her there. As we see Kristin Latt. What was...
Well, there's OB stakes over there on that side. It was a tough angle to catch.
She's marked out of bounds.
Wow. It's a 3-stroke game now. Are you seeing anything, demeanor-wise from Kristin?
Yeah, she's a little frustrated. She kind of dropped her bag down emphatically here on the 8th.
Sten, fairway driver. Gets the turn and gets through. A drop in par. How about Latt? Not finding her rhythm. Another door open for Christiansen Sten and Eveliina Salonen. To get a stroke from Kristin.
Unicorns of players out here on tour being able to do what he does. That'll work.
That is just fine. Now lat. For par. And that is left. And it chains out. And she's just smiling and laughing at this moment.
Anniken, Eveliina, Kristin now battling for the title. Just like that. Little lefty magic for you, folks. Now Eveliina doing the opposite shot, having to throw a really technical turnover that pans a little bit here.
Hits that stump on circle 1. Goes with the forehand around the tree in the middle. This is the Kristin we know. This is exactly it.
She needs to keep setting herself up for these types of shots. It felt like whenever she needed to throw the hyzer forehand, it's been kind of falling out of her hand early.
Momentarily tied on the top with Kristin lat.
She's in the battle now. Complete reset.
Anniken on the tee. That's how you do it. 4 meters away for birdie.
Left side miss.
Well, well.
It's about to be a tie game. And a shot for birdie.
Salonen. They're on it right now. They know exactly what they need to do. And they're practically in the same exact spot. How will Kristin take this shot off the tee? Early right, kicks left. Going after her first birdie of the day. Now this, Brian, is a show-off of her talents throwing the disc.
I've been waiting for that. We've been waiting for a shot like that all day. Just a nice bullet. She was showing us how good she was at throwing straight at the pin first couple of rounds.
Salonen, a quick forehand. She's in the bullseye, folks. She's in the bullseye. That's a tap-in birdie for Salonen. She's going to be 11 down for the tournament. Now for par. Again, too much left. Height was perfect, but it was too much left. And it chains out. The power was correct. There was nothing wrong except it was too left.
She's just been missing by a few inches on that weak side.
Even though the distance she can gather is humongous.
Yeah, I love this big stall hyzer that she threw. Just high, even a little bit of turn, but let the nose angle kind of stable her out.
To get another stroke, to go 2 strokes ahead of tied second place. Well, go in, almost. Goes long. For birdie. I mean, she's dialed right now. She's in the center. Brian is smiling here in the studio. We know she's on it.
Eveliina just keeps us guessing around every corner. I'm smiling because when I say a switch flips in her head, you see it on camera.
Top 4 cards, we've seen 2 quadruple bogeys on hole 16 with several out-of-bounds strokes. Eveliina Salonen in the air.
Just needs to sit down.
That is something else, man.
That's flawless.
That is something else. Like a flying saucer. Wide forehand, and she's under the cage.
Yeah, she can kind of go based on what the wind is. It's probably the same disc, forehand or backhand.
She's closer than Kristin, 5 meters away. Very well done. We're on 18 now. Julia Foch.
Oh, come on.
Well, look at this. And Julia is actually one of 2 players at the moment with these kind of results going to be qualified for the throw pink from this event.
Oh, I would love to see her over there in South Carolina.
You know, we can speculate, Brian, about this. We're going to have 2 very, very huge tournaments in Europe. And Crew Call even being one of them. That adds to 3, as we see just a perfect shot from Lehtomäki. Unbelievable straight shot with mid-range. I mean, is there a possibility that Kristin, is there a possibility that she actually takes a break from Crew Call? Salonen.
Yeah, I just think she's run out of stamina just mentally. And who knows how she's feeling physically. Who knows how much she wants to let us in on. I remember back when her elbow was starting to hurt, it was what we talked about every single weekend. It was just constant chatter about, is she okay? How are you feeling? Who knows what she's dealing with fully.
Could lead to some trouble. And I've been up here at the green of 18 for a bit now, and even the tap-ins are playing pretty difficult.
Salonen in the air for 2. Coming in hot.
Oh, she's on the line, but it sounds like by the crowd reaction that she's going to be out of bounds.
Yep.
That's her layup right there. That's the win.
Yep. She wanted to make sure she crosses land on the green. Kristin Ladd throwing 2. Kind of straight. This is in danger. Out of bounds for Kristin Ladd, and that is it. Iida Lehtomäki throwing 2. She's close to the basket.
But what's interesting is for either of these players, we kind of don't know what version of them we're going to get this weekend. Kristin not as consistent as years past, but as of late, this is Eveliina's tour.
Sten will be tied second place with Kristin Ladd. Kristin is in the basket. And your PCS Open 2025 represented by Innova. Your champion, Eveliina Salonen. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2025 PCS Open presented by Innova in the FPO division, Eveliina Salonen!
Well, Eveliina, here we are in paradise, and you come back from a 6-stroke deficit to take your 3rd victory in a row. Talk to us. Tell us how you're feeling.
I'm feeling great. Like, I was so sad yesterday missing 10 putts and like just seeing those opportunities slipping away. But today I knew that I have a chance if I can make some putts, so I was fighting and running everything I can.
Well, you took a month and a half break, and since you've come back from that break, you're undefeated. That's 3 in a row, Eveliina. And we've got 3 big tournaments coming up. You're going to Krokol next week, and then you have 2 majors. What can we expect from you?
I'm actually taking week off on next week.
Okay.
I'm flying home tonight. But yeah, so many people say that it's stupid to have like break between season or during the season. But I like knew it's good for me, and like just playing golf and padel CrossFit, it makes my mental game much easier. So can't wait those big tournaments coming and feeling confident to coming on those.
Eveliina, thank you so much for the show. Congratulations on your 3rd victory in a row. One more time, everybody, for Eveliina Salonen. Congrats.
What did you say? Free videos on Disc Golf Pro Tour's channel? Of course I'm subscribing. And maybe they should too. I'll do that now, but after that, disc golfing. Okay, bye.